What's up, guys? Welcome to Nimble Minds Talks of Self and Spirituality, where we talk about different philosophical perspectives as well as spiritual practices. And in this video, we're going to be talking about body count and why it is very important. Okay, I got this idea from the previous video I literally just made. I was watching it back, and in it, I was talking about sleeping around, and obviously the usual topic of the temptations, mainly lust. And I did think about that, and I was like, oh, okay. I could go into body count and why that actually matters. So that's what we're going to do for this video. So let's go ahead and begin. Body count. What even is that? Well, how many people have you slept with? How many people have you laid with, gave up that vital energy to, that vital time to, those intimate hours to, okay? That's a very important thing, right? And the way you can tell it's very important is not just from things I will talk about, right? Further on in this video, but also people's reaction to it when you usually bring it up, okay? And not that you should be trying to get a reaction out of people, but let's just say you're having a conversation and it just comes up in conversation, okay? Like maybe you're on a date with a woman or something, and it gets to a point where you want to talk about that kind of stuff, okay? Eventually y'all get comfortable enough and it's like, look, I'm not really out here, bobbing and weaving out here getting all this coochie like that. Are you out here, bobbing and weaving, messing with all this, all these people out here just dangling, right? And you can usually tell by people's, reaction. That is very important, okay? A lot of people will try to deny it. A lot of people will try to say, well, it's not really that important. Just sleep around, have your fun. No, that's the answer to that, no, okay? And personally, right, I don't want to put this on everybody, but look, there is a spiritual type of force behind it. There's definitely a lot of unseen stuff and energies that are out of people's control when it comes to this kind of stuff, all right? But before I even get into that kind of talk, I'm going to keep it very simple, and I'm going to start with just some basic stuff that should already tell you of why body count does matter, okay? So guess what happens when you sleep with somebody, okay, and you're a man, all right, and she's a woman? You guys get intimate, right? You guys can have a baby. And what is that baby? That baby is a culmination of your DNA and her DNA, okay? What does that mean? That means a part of you and a part of her are in that baby. And how did that happen? You guys slept together. So what does that mean? That means literally your essence, her essence, are together. So what do you think happens when you sleep with multiple men and multiple women? Okay, if you're a guy sleeping with multiple women, if you're a woman sleeping with multiple men, that means, right, all of that DNA, all of those fluids, okay, and we're keeping this very simple. All of those fluids are now, having a house party, either on the man or inside the woman, okay? Right? That's exactly what that means, okay? So now since you understand that, right, just some basic stuff, that's why that kind of stuff matters, okay? Now I'm going to go back, get up to spread out into the spiritual, okay, part of it, the unseen forces, okay, part of it, the energy part of it, okay? Because there's things bigger than us out there, okay? And this is where, it comes into play. Those forces comes into play, okay? When you are sleeping around out there and you're accumulating all these, passengers, right? You're accumulating all these players, okay? Whether they're in your starting five or not, the bench players, when you're accumulating all these people that are in this house party, okay, it can start to change you, okay? Why is that? Well, lust is a very tempting, very strong temptation. So lust by itself is already something you're going to have to restrain from and, abstain from. So when you have not been abstaining from it, now you are aware of that. You've been sleeping around. Then on top of that, when you slept with all those women, okay, now you are aware of all those women that you have slept with, okay? And not only that, now that's going to be on your mind. It's just going to be. Okay? I mean, you can ignore it, but it's just going to be, because these are people you're giving time to. The higher the body count, the more time you have actively put into women. That is just the facts. That's the truth, okay? So let's say you got like, this is like a high number, right? Let's say you got like 200 bodies, right? You slept with 200 women, right? That is a lot of time, right? Let's say you average like, you feel me, like 5 hours per woman. 5 times 2, that's 1,000 hours, bro. That's 1,000 hours of straight intimacy with different women. That's a lot of time to be splitting up with different women. That's a lot of time, dude. That is a lot of time, because that's not taking into account the texting aspect of it, the meeting. That's just the time you're spending with the woman, okay? That's not taking into account a lot of things. That is a lot of time, dude. So it's gonna have an effect on you. It's gonna be on your conscience. And then not only that, the spiritual and energetic part of that, also the reality is, now some of her life is probably gonna be intertwined with yours, bro. That's just how it is. Especially you sleep with all these women. Some of them might bring some drama into your life that's unwanted, okay? Some of them are gonna bring some things that are just not necessary for you to be dealing with. So why even do that? Okay. And it's gonna be the same on the women's side, right? Okay, the women too. They ain't just some damsels in distress, okay? They don't fall for it, okay? But that is, you know what I'm saying, on the women as well. When you start going out here and you want to start slinging coochie like it's a slingshot, okay? And you want to just start, sleeping with all these men, then that's also going to be something you're going to have to deal with as well. Because now you're accumulating all those energies inside of you. Now you're accumulating all these spirits inside you, okay? And then once again, the same process is going to take place. You're not being truthful to yourself about not giving into the temptation of lust, okay? Now you're going to be thinking about those men that you slept with, okay? I already did the math. It's going to be so much time that you spent with those men, right? And now you have those energies with you, okay? So it can cause you to be a little more unstable now. Now, when you get with men, it's very just pleasure filled, and there's no actual, it's just straight up lust, okay? And then on top of that, right, now you may have more unnecessary drama in your life that you don't need, okay? Now you're getting into arguments, okay? Now when you argue with this dude, you're going to hit up this other dude. And then if this other dude don't work out, you're going to jump to this other dude, okay? And if he don't work out, now you're going to jump to this other dude, okay? Now you're the basketball and you're just getting passed around to the team, and it's just like, bro, I mean, I guess we love the team players, but at the same time, let's be honest here, like that's not it. That's not it, okay? If you want something that's actually meaningful, that is not it at all. Don't do that, okay? If you're a woman, hey, don't do that, okay? Hopefully it's not too late for you. Hopefully you haven't, given up the box, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like Goodwill status. Hopefully this is not what your situation is. I really hope it's not. But the reality is there are women out there that is their situation, okay? And now they're understanding that, hey, I should not have been slinging this box like a slingshot, okay? I should not have been out here giving this box away, because what? Now you have those energies, okay? And it's going to be a point of contention for the guy, because that's just naturally, guys out there are going to want to know that, okay? And I'm an advocate for fairness and all that. So at the end of the day, if you're a person who's been sleeping around, I say go get with somebody else who's been sleeping around, right? Don't try to, play that, hey, I've been sleeping around, I got all these bodies out here, now I deserve somebody who's actually been trying to take care. No. You've been out here on a slingshot. Go get somebody else out here that's been on the slingshot, okay? Go get somebody else out here that's been passed around as well, because at the end of the day, that's fair, right? That's, you're for the team and he's for the team. Like, that's fair, okay? But getting back into it, now, you have all those energies accumulated. Now you're dealing with a lot of unnecessary drama, because now you're going to be talking to your man, and you're going to find a situation that does work for you, okay? That is the part that can be such a detriment, is a lot of times people will sleep around. A lot of times people will engage in, accumulating all that DNA, all that energy, all those house parties, right? But at the end of the day, they will find a situation that ends up working for them, okay? But this will be the point of contention. People will, I'm gonna say it again. People will, I'm gonna say it again. People will, I'm gonna say it again. People will find situations that work for them. That's not gonna be the hard part. The part that's gonna be interesting is that once they find that situation that works for them, things that they thought didn't matter are gonna start to matter. Like sleeping around. That stuff's gonna come up, okay? And then on the man side, he's gonna have to figure out if he's gonna swallow his pride, or I wouldn't even call it pride. It's just him being honest with himself of whether or not he wants to accept that. Does he want to be with this woman that really was out here sleeping around, slinging it on a slingshot, throwing it in a circle, dropping it like it was hot? Does he really want to be with her? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Or is he gonna say no? And for the woman, okay, maybe the woman is more inclined. Maybe she's like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, I'm with the guy, but usually that is the point of contention. That's what causes the arguments. That's what causes issues. Because now the guy's like, dude. Now he's thinking about it. He's like, bro, she's really been out here, bro. And I'm like, just finding out about this. And like, I thought it'd be different. Like, I thought I'd be able to, be like, yeah, she's been with other people, but, our relationship's so good. But nah, bro, she really been out here. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Because now her focus can be in so many other areas. Because she's already given herself up so many times. So where does her true essence really lie, bro? If it's been split up between all these guys. And same for the guy. Where does your essence really... Where does it really lie if it's been split up between all these women? You've been sleeping around all these women. So who did you really like, bro? Who did you really like love out of all those people? Was it just the box? I mean, I guess if that's the answer, sure. If it was just the box and vice versa, if it was just, for that part of the guy, right, for the woman, then okay, all right. Just for the D, okay, all right. But for the people out there that actually want something serious, actually want something fruitful in the end, you're going to have to not be sleeping around and accumulating those energies, those house partiers, okay? Because it will have an effect on you. And more than just that intimate aspect of your life, okay? And I didn't even get down deep into it about how it actually affects the intimacy with the person, and you can't really attach anymore. That's like goes into the whole soul ties thing, because you done have been around with so many people, so now it's just kind of like it's another day in the playground on the monkey bars. Like, oh, I done this before, like, you know what I'm saying? So another day in the office. So that's a whole nother aspect of it as well, because it does affect that, and it does affect the connection as well. Okay, so think about it like internet. Literally think about it like internet, okay? And although, I've had some pretty garbage internet before, okay? I've had some pretty trash internet, but think about it like if you have good internet, okay? Think about it as good internet is a low body count, okay? You got like 5 bars, right? When you ain't slept around. I would say like 1 to 2 bodies, bro, and like 0 bodies virgin, bro. That's like 5 bars, bro. That's like the best connection you'll ever get in your life. That's 5 gigs. That's fiber right there, bro. If you want fiber, that's what you want fiber? You want fiber, bro. You're telling me you want fiber, bro? Go for the 1, go for the 0 to like 3. That's fiber. That's Google fiber. That's the best connection you'll ever get, right? Think about it like that. And then the higher your body count is basically like 1 bar, bro. Like, I don't even know if I want to connect to this internet right here, because I'm going to fuck around and have a glitch. I'm going to mess with my phone, going to explode. I'm going to explode. Like, think about it like that. Think about it like that, okay? People out here done lost their fiber connection. People out here done lost their internet. People out here done lost their Google connection. People out here done lost they 2 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz connection. People out here done lost their high speed copper wire. I don't even know what the wire is, but people done lost their high speed internet out here, bro. Don't be the person out here that's out here losing your fiber. Don't be that guy. Don't be that woman. I'm gonna say it again. Don't be that guy. Don't be that woman that's out here losing your fiber connection, bro. Do you want to have 5 bars? Do you want to have that highest connection possible? Do you want to have the highest connection possible? Well, then, okay, you already made the decision. Don't lose your fiber, bro. Don't lose your Google. Don't lose that, okay? Because there's people out here that done already lost it. There's people out here that done slept around so much they got 1 bar. There's people's... Okay, I'm laughing now, but there's people out here that got SOS. There's people out here that got SOS on their connection. It's funny, but it's the truth. There's people out here that got SOS on their connection, bro. They ain't even got what is it? What's that called, bro? They ain't even got the data, bro. They don't even have data anymore, bro. It's just SOS. They just gotta get lucky and hopefully connect to something out here, something that's free, you know what I'm saying? And if they pay for it, it still might struggle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you gotta be careful with, okay? Don't lose your fiber connection, okay? Be a person that still has your 5 bars, okay? Me personally, I still got 5 bars. I still got my fiber optic. I still got that fast connection, okay? If I connect with some, it's gonna be strong. If I connect with some, it's instant download. If I connect with some, it's insanely fast. If I connect with some, it's gonna last. If I connect with some, they ain't gonna want another provider. If I connect with some, they're gonna be like, dude, this, have you heard about this provider over here? Have you heard about this internet connection? This is like the best experience I have ever had. Like, it no disconnects, bro. Like, I downloaded this thing on it, you feel me? I downloaded a love song on it and we were going crazy. I downloaded the intimate session and it was great. I downloaded the dinner went great. I downloaded the conversation on it, the conversation was great. Like, have you heard about this connection? Like, don't be the person that loses your fiber optic, okay? There's people that have already lost it, and that's unfortunate, but the people that still have their fiber optic connection, the people that still have their 5 bars, that don't have to work their connection up again and figure out what to disconnect, what to reconnect, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to change a couple of wires, you know, the casing of the wires to get better connection. Like, prevent that from happening, okay? Maintain your fiber optic, okay? And for the people out there that are on SOS, that got that 1 bar connection, that got that 2 bar connection, okay, that don't even have data. They don't even got data. Sometimes the Wi-Fi disappear from the connection. Sometimes they don't even know if they connected. Like, look, y'all gonna have to be honest with yourself, put in some work, okay, to, hey, try to get rid of some of those spirits, okay? Try to understand, hey, I slept around, I've been out here. Hey, it is what it is. You know, can't cry over spilled milk. I mean, you definitely can, but eventually it gets old, right? Eventually it gets old. So, you know, we're going to have to move forward. And, you know, let me go find, you know, somebody else out here that has that SOS connection. And then guess what? Y'all will combine y'all connections and y'all will have a stronger connection, right? Y'all can get to like 3 bars. Y'all can get to 4 bars, okay? Hey, best case scenario, y'all can turn that SOS 1 bar connection into a 5 bar fiber optic, bro. But it's best just to not get there if you guys are already out there, not sleeping around, not accumulating these energies, not accumulating these house partiers. Then that's where you want to be at, okay? I'm going to say it again because I really do like that. Think about it like internet connection, okay? The people out there that have slept around, they got like 50 bodies. They got like 100 people they slept with, you know, 50 to 100 people they have already slept with. That's a lot, bro. Even 30 is a lot, bro. 20 is a lot, bro. 20 is a lot to me, at least. 20 is a lot of people to me, at least. Like 20 people, like, oh my goodness. Hey, even 10? Maybe that's too harsh for some people, but even 10? And then there might be even, I'm not even going to keep going, but I'm just saying, for the people out there that have been sleeping around, okay, and have that 1 bar SOS connection, okay, that got that airplane mode on, okay, you know, find somebody else with that airplane mode, turn the internet back on, and get that connection, strengthen that signal, right? But for the people out there that have still maintained that fiber optic, that 5 bar connection, that when somebody, you know, you guys decide to have a relationship, it's gonna be a strong connection. They ain't gonna want another provider, and if they do get another provider, you know, it's still gonna be a strong connection because they haven't been out here sleeping around too much, okay? Maintain the good connection. Maintain your purity, as you could say, your sexual purity, okay? Maintain your coochie, and for the guys out there, maintain D-discipline, okay? Maintain that D-discipline. Don't be out here on a slingshot. Don't be out here putting the D on a slingshot. The women, don't be out here putting the coochie on a slingshot, okay? And you will maintain that fiber optic, okay? You will maintain the fiber optic with all the benefits. You're going to have that unlimited data, that unlimited wireless data. You're gonna have that 5 bar connection. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna turn to LAN cable connection, bro. It's gonna turn to the straight to the source connection, bro. It's gonna be right there when you need it. It's gonna be right there when you need it because you ain't been sleeping around. It's gonna be right there when you need it because you ain't been sleeping around, man. You want to download a good conversation? You want to talk right now? We could talk right now. You want to just cuddle? We could cuddle right now. You want to just do this? We could do this right now because we got 5 bar connection. We got fiber optic connection. We got Google connection. We got that unlimited Wi-Fi connection. We got that unlimited data right now. So for the people out there that are not sleeping around, I would urge you to continue to do that. It will not be easy to resist the temptation, to resist the urge of lust, but it is worth it and it is fruitful in the end. With that being said, that is the video. Hope you guys were able to take some from that and apply it to an aspect of your life for some positive outcome. I really do. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.